history, it's old news, baby. You're the one I need. We can take it slow, baby. I'm happy going at your speed. What can I do to make you see me in a perfect night? Need you to see, need you to be with me tonight.
welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. And I hope the weather is as perfect by you as it has been here by me. I am in northern Illinois, a southwest suburb of Chicago, and it has been absolutely gorgeous. Of course, it has been slightly too humid for my taste, but it's still been beautiful weather, and I'm so sorry to everyone that's still suffering from all these rain showers and storms. My heart goes out to you, and I wish there was more that I could do. Now, as you can tell, we are going to be working on our puppy project today, and I'm surrounded by puppies. I have set up the puppy cam right here. I have set up the puppy cam so that you guys can see the puppies. Of course, the big one always blocks the camera, but they are enticed by my little container of treat snacks here. So we're going to give them each a couple of them so they stop whining. So let me give them snacks real quick. So everybody needs to sit. Thank you. Addison, you sat first so you get one nicely. Wrigley gets one. Take it nice, please. Thank you. She's a little piranha. Take it nice. All right. So we are going to be working on our puppy project today. And I am super excited to get back to this project. I've been looking forward to it since the last time we were working on it because we are finally getting to a point where we're starting to put blocks together. So that's really, truly exciting. We've actually started with the smoky block. We've got the noses put together, and we're going to start to put the whole faces together. My goal for today is to hopefully get all of the smoky blocks done today. We'll have to wait and see how things go. But I did want to give a special shout out to Sean and to Katie for both allowing me to be guests on their channels this week. I truly appreciated it. Thank you so much for having me. I had such a great time on both channels and being introduced to their communities. So thank you so much. And thank you to all of our new subscribers. We got about 10 to 12 new subscribers this week. So thank you so much to all of you. Welcome to the channel. I hope you have a great time. Please make sure you say hello in chat so we can officially welcome you to the channel, and make sure that Lucas knows that you are new to the channel so he can hit you up with some extra symbols. Before we get started with our puppies project, let me go ahead and hop into chat and say hello to everybody there because I like to spend time with you guys. That is the whole goal of this channel. Yes, of course, we make some fun projects in the process, but the goal here has always been and always will be to hang out with friends. It's a couple of hours every week for you guys and me to kind of just hang out together and have a good time and talk about all kinds of different things and just kind of escape from our everyday lives for even just for a little bit. And, you know, the added bonus is to make something fun in the process. So let me hop into chat and say hello to you guys there, and then maybe we'll entice the puppies with some more treats a little later. Let's set those off to the side. Now, I do remember seeing the very first person in chat this morning. I believe that was Linda Denton. So thank you, Linda Denton. Thank you so much for being the very first person in chat. I always like to give a special shout out to that person. So thank you so much. She was here. My goodness, she was here like 3 hours early. So she was here at 7:30 this morning. So my goodness, thank you so much for being here so early and for being a part of the channel. I truly appreciate it. Susan Yearout is also here. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for being here. She is also a member of our channel, and I wanted to give you guys a special quick announcement. Now that we are getting to a point where we're starting to finish up some projects, that means my scrap bin is growing, and that means at some point in the very near future, I will be starting to send out those scrap busting boxes. If you are a member of my channel, well, at least once a year, sometimes twice, depending on what we're doing, I will send you guys a big old box of scrap fabrics. Now, when I say scraps, I don't just mean little cutoffs. These could be full yardage pieces. It just depends on whatever is left over after the project is completed. And I try and give everybody a little bit of sprinkling of everything that we've worked on, so then that way nobody gets any one type of fabric. So if that's something that interests you, please click the button down below. There's a big box with a $sign in it, and you can click on that and select members. Or if you're watching this as a replay, there should be a button somewhere down below that says join, and you can click that button as well. You do have to be a member for at least 3 months before you can get one of those scrap busting boxes. So if that's something you're interested in, you might want to join here soon, because I'm probably going to be starting to mail those out in either October or in December. It will definitely be in December no matter what, because you will get at least one a year. And the last one I did was in December. So if that's something that's interesting to you, make sure that you check that out. But Susan, thank you for being a member of the channel. Excuse me, sorry. Brat46, thank you so much for being here. I know you've been struggling with your husband and trying to take care of him, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. We're so grateful to hear that he's doing okay, and we're even more grateful to hear that you're doing well as well. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Sandra, good morning. Thanks so much for being here. Sandra is amazing. She has her own channel, and she also joins Kathy on her channel as well, and they are amazing. They are so super talented. They are extremely knowledgeable in the quilting community and just in sewing in general. And I rely on them so heavily for advice and things like that. So thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. Teresa Lynch is also here. Good morning, Teresa. It is so great to see you again. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well. Danelle Stitches says, "Yay, I made it." Well, good morning, Danelle. Thank you so much for being here. I am so glad that you were able to make it. And I can't wait to get to chat with you some more today. I hope you're doing well. She said, Janelle says she got some downpour rain earlier, and she hears that Chesterfield lost power in certain areas. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully everything's going okay, and you are okay. My thoughts and prayers are out to everybody that's suffering from all this terrible weather. It's just crazy what's going on with the weather lately. The Midwest is not without its own bad weather sometimes as well, but at least right now we're doing okay. Naomi, good morning. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well as well. Naomi, I hope that you received your Thimbles redemption. All of the Thimbles redemptions did go out last weekend, so almost all of you should have gotten them by now. If you have not gotten yours and you expected to get one, please send me an email and let me know. I do have tracking numbers on all the packages, so I can take a look and see what happened. There is one that's going pretty far away. So that one might take a little bit longer to get there, but otherwise, if you're within the U.S., you should have gotten them by now. So please let me know if you did not. Let me see. Scrolling through. Susan, yes, I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking, and I did see you in chat yesterday on Sean's channel, so thanks so much for joining us over there. I truly appreciate it. Patty, good morning to you. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Happy Sunday morning to you also. Scrolling through. My gosh, there's so much people in chat. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Morning, bud. It is so great to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Lucas is one of our moderators. I have 3 moderators. Lucas is the guru when it comes to the thimbles and Streamlabs. So if you guys are having trouble with your thimbles, or something doesn't seem right, or you're new to the channel and you want him to hit you up with some more, make sure you tag him in chat and he'll be able to take care of that for you. Thanks so much, bud, for that. And he will be back. For those of you who've been watching the channel for a while, he was working on our Wild West project as a cotton cuts, and he will actually be back on camera in August when we will be putting the binding on our quilts. So it's going to be a longer stream on a Saturday, but we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So he's starting to look forward to that. He's prepping himself up. He's gearing himself up. He's going to come over here in a couple weeks to cut up some fabric and things. So we're getting ready for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Everybody's playing with their thimbles already, which is awesome. If you guys have questions about your thimbles, especially if you're new to the channel, please just post a message in the chat, and any number of our veteran subscribers should be able to answer, or Lucas can answer, or even I can answer right here on the screen as well. Hi Judy, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Were your ears ringing on Monday? We were talking about on our live stream for our members only. We were talking about the shrinky dinks. And how we turned those into alpha videos, and how it's just been an absolute wonderful thing. So I'm wondering if your ears were ringing a little bit on Monday. The members had no idea. Some of them had no idea about it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go buy some." So it was a great idea, and I truly appreciate that. It's really been awesome. So thank you again for that. Let's see. Good morning, Terry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Terry is also one of our moderators as well, so if you have any trouble or have any questions, please make sure to check her out. She also has her own channel as well, so make sure you give her a subscribe if you can. Naomi says, "Puppies, yay!" I feel like that every day when I walk in the door. Every single day. My puppies are wonderful. I mean, I know that everyone who has puppies, I'm sure they're wonderful. But I do get to be a little biased and say that mine are extra special. So, made by Missy, hello, good morning, welcome back to the channel. She says, hello from rainy Tampa. Missy, I can't say that I've ever seen your name in chat before, so if you are a new member, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. We truly appreciate it. We can't wait to get to know you better. And if you are not a member, you are an older subscriber to the channel, and you just haven't been in chat for a while, either way, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Janelle says, I was like, man, this puppy fabric sounds so realistic. Well, I do have puppy fabrics for the for the project. I have bought all kinds of puppy stuff for this project, so I can't wait to show it to you guys as we get through. But right now we're working on some faces, and we've got some puppies joining us in chat. I have one. She's hiding. She's over here. She's right here. She's the one that's camera shy. She will try and avoid the camera at all costs, which is why she's sitting over here. She's just like parked her little butt over here. She's waiting for more treats. So yeah, she's that's my baby. She's a middle-sized dog, but she's my baby. But anyway, let's get back in the chat here. My goodness, there's so many people. Irish Lady Linda, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well. It sounds like I believe you may also be a new subscriber to the channel, so please make sure that Lucas hits you up with some extra symbols so you can play the games in chat. Really appreciate it. I keep scrolling through here, guys. Give me a second. There's so many people in chat today. It's so amazing. Thank you so much to everybody that's here. I think, oops, somebody's taking this. I received the notions they're perfectly needed. Oh, awesome, Naomi. I'm so glad that you got them. Thank you. I just like to know that because I did have tracking numbers for everything. Susan says she got hers as well. Awesome, awesome. That's great to hear. So I do have tracking numbers for them. So if you did not receive your redemptions, please let me know and we can track them down. But I'm glad to see that everybody got them so far. So good. I think I've made my way through chat. If I have missed you, I truly apologize. Sometimes my screen does weird things and it just like resets on me. So if I missed you, I am so sorry. Please make sure you say hello one more time for me. This time I need you to tag me in it, just like those other ladies did. You do the @ symbol, that's the A, the circle around it, and then type in "so not an expert," and then what that does is it actually highlights it right on the screen for me. Now, if I still don't answer after you've highlighted it on the screen after a couple of minutes, please make sure you hit up one of my moderators and tell them that I need to pay attention because of the last thing I want to do is miss you. So thank you again so much for being here, and thank you again to all of our new subscribers. So let's get started with this project. I'm super excited about it. I've been looking forward to this since the last time we got to this because we are finally in a position where we're able to start putting blocks together. The music in my ears is a little bit loud, so I'm just going to turn that down just a little bit. Oh, that's too low. Okay. It's just a little loud in my ear. All right, so last time we were together, we put together some noses. We put together some noses, so now we're going to be putting together some eyes. And for those of you who are just joining me, let me show you what this quilt looks like, since you probably haven't gotten to see the thumbnail for it yet. This is what the quilt looks like. It's an Elizabeth Hartman pattern. It's called The Puppies. There we go. It's called The Puppies. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's so cute. It is 3, 4, it's 12 puppy head blocks. They're adorable. And I've bought some Hoffman batik fabrics to do the faces with. And then I've bought some puppy paw print fabric to do some borders with. And then I also have a puppies fabric to do the backing with. So if you, after the channel, once the live is over, you'll get to see the thumbnail, and the thumbnail has all the fabrics that we've chosen for it. So I'm really excited. I'm the hiccups now. Excited about it. All right. So we put the noses together for now. So let's go ahead, and now we're going to start on the actual face. We're going to be doing the forehead piece section along with the eyes, and then like a little bit of the hairline. It's so cute. I know, right? Like, it's so adorable. All right, so let me start pulling some pieces here. I've got all of our pieces laid out. That is one thing that I'm learning. Now, this is the first time I've ever done an Elizabeth Hartman project. I know that Sean over on the guy who sews, he's done a bunch of Elizabeth Hartman projects, and I'm sure Donnell, I'm sure you've done one or two yourself. This is my first one, and I will tell you guys this: if you've never done one before, there's a lot of pieces. It's all traditional piecing. None of it is paper piece, but there's a lot of parts to it. It took us 3 episodes of this series to cut all the fabric. So there is a lot. Now, Sean mentioned on his channel that he likes to cut them one block at a time, and I can understand where that might be helpful. For me, I want to just get all the cutting done and over with, so then that way I can start the fun part, which is the sewing, putting together. So that's why we had to spend so much time cutting fabric. But we've got it all cut, and I've got all the pieces laid out here for us. So let's go ahead and grab the pieces we need. We need the A's for the eyes on each side. We need an H piece to go in the middle. We need an M piece to go on the top. And we need a C piece to go on top of that. So I think the first thing we should probably assemble is these A's and H's. So we'll go ahead and get that going. And I think someone has been a really good girl and deserves a little bit of a treat. Can you sit for mommy? Sit. Tiny. Sit. Thank you. Good girl. This is my baby. She is 3 years old. Her name is Ivy. She is a Cavachon. She is the youngest of our three. And she is just absolutely adorable. Wonderful breed of dog. Very docile, very laid back, relaxed. They do get little bouts of energy, but she's a cuddle bug. She loves to cuddle. She loves to snuggle. I saw the little waggy tail come running. Yes, she is definitely food motivated. That is for sure. That is for sure. All right, so I know you guys can't really see with the iron here, so let me see if I can move this iron over here. So make things a little bit better for you. Oh, well, you can't see at all what I'm doing over here because of the dog. The dog cam, but that's okay. She is waiting patiently. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. All right. Just a reminder, folks or friends, that I'm going to be out of town. I'm actually leaving out of town tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for a week. I come back on Sunday, so that we will not have a Sunday live stream next week. I know, you guys will be sad. I know, I'm sorry. There is no Sunday live stream next week. I am going to put in I think it's a Wednesday. No, maybe it's a Tuesday. Yeah, it's a Tuesday stream on the channel so that we can catch back up. We're going to be working on our mystery project on Tuesday. And then members, we will have a members only live on Monday when I come back. So I don't think I have a thumbnail set up for that one just yet. I need to get that one set up tonight before I leave. But tomorrow morning we are heading off. We are going on our annual road trip. I told you guys a little bit about it. I haven't told you a lot about it yet, because there's a couple of kind of surprises that I've got going on. Mama Joyce and Cheryl and I go on a road trip every year. We used to take the kids with us when they were little. Cheryl has a son who's 6 months older than my twin girls are. So we used to go on road trips. Gosh, what is that? 6 of us? 7 of us? And then when the kids got older and started kind of doing their own thing and having their own lives, we kind of stopped doing the kid trips and we started doing adult-only trips. Yes, Terry, yes, the surprise. So my members know what the surprise is. I revealed to them what the surprise is. So they got to know a little bit more about what my trip is and what I'm doing. I promise you guys that I will, the rest of the subscribers, the rest of the community, that I will let you know what that is. So make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and Instagram, because that is where we are going to be posting most of our adventures. I'm going to actually try to do something on the channel under the community tab if I can. We'll see how it goes. Just putting these eyes on here. The pieces are tiny. They're little 1-inch square pieces. I'm not used to working with such tiny pieces. If you guys struggle with tiny pieces, then Elizabeth Hartman pattern is probably not for you. There we go. Oh, I forgot to grab my flower. There we go. All right, so we got the eyes done here, so let's go ahead and separate these out. But yeah, so we're leaving on our grand adventure, our grand road trip tomorrow morning. It's about a 4-ish hour drive to our first stop. We've got 3 stops along the way. The end of the trip, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday of our trip, we're going to be in Collinsville, Illinois for an Elvis festival. We are big Elvis fans. Big time Elvis fans. I've been a big Elvis fan since I was a little kid. And we're going to be seeing some tribute artists. They're extremely talented. Like, if you close your eyes, and even some of them even physically look like Elvis too, but if you close your eyes, it's like you're watching him. Like, it truly is. There are some of these guys who are just so excitingly talented. It's amazing. Any shop hops where we are going? We're not doing a shop hop, Brenda, Brat46, but we are going to be stopping at some shops that are part of a shop hop, if that makes any sense. There are a couple of quilt stars along the way, along our drive that we're going to be stopping at. So that has been planned as part of our trip as well. Susan says, I'm heading out to my daughter's on the west side of Washington on Thursday to spend a week. That sounds so much fun. I hope you have a great time doing that. Patty says, I have 2 Hexie stars done, making it out of my ugly yardage. When I finish 8 stars, I'll post a pic. It's taking me 10 days to cut and hand sew 120 Hexies. What was I thinking? Patty, I have to ask the same question. What were you thinking? Because I commend you guys for doing those Hexie projects and the hand sewing. That's just amazing. You guys are super talented. I do not have that kind of patience. I don't have it. I don't have it in me. I wish I had it in me, but I just do not have it in me. I do not have that kind of patience in me. There we go. All right. Now we are going to be attaching the M, which is basically the forehead, to these pieces. So let's go ahead and get these out. So again, I've told you guys before that this is my first Elizabeth Hartman pattern. I was really excited about it when I found it. I've actually had it for a couple of years now, kind of planning out the project and, collecting the fabrics and things a little bit at a time. Because it does require a lot of fabrics. And I'm finding that, and I'm hearing that that's kind of the norm for her projects because they are so detailed. They do require a lot of fabric colors and things like that. But so far, the directions have been very clear. They've been very, easy to follow. There was a little bit of confusion at the very beginning when I was first reading it, but that's basically because I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't reading the directions in the order that they were given to me, and I was trying to go ahead, and it wasn't really working. So that is one of the recommendations I have, is to make sure that you read all of the instructions, cover to cover, and follow them in the correct order, and then you shouldn't have any trouble. There are a lot of little pieces to work with, but they don't seem to be horribly challenging to work with, if that makes any sense. And so far, things are going pretty good. Now, I chose to go with batik fabric, so then that way I didn't have to worry about right and wrong sides or any type of pattern or anything that I was working with. I could just kind of go with the flow. Plus, I felt like the batik was a good way to kind of capture, the fur of a dog. Most dogs have, different colored fur, and it's kind of like meshed together. So I thought it would be a good fit. My plan is to actually keep this particular quilt for myself. I don't normally keep my quilts. I usually give them away or sell them, whichever happens. But I am planning to keep this one for myself. Patty says the name of the quilt is Hope Hammock by Kathy Dottie of Material Obsession. Beautiful finished quilt. Well, Patty, I can't wait to see what it looks like. You guys are super talented and so amazing. I would not have the patience for that. Definitely not have patience for that. So, all right, so let's grab this one here. Let's go this way. All right, so there's a forehead and an eye. And then eyes. We are making 4 of this smoky block. I have somebody staring at me, waiting so patiently. He always says, I love seeing the dogs. Well, I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, the puppy can is definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. One of these days, I will actually get a puppy bed to put in here in this room for them. But right now, I don't have one in here because the cat likes to urinate in soft spaces. So we don't have any dog beds right now. We did have some, but they kind of got destroyed by cats. So, all right. So next we have to. I'm gonna go ahead and attach these top pieces here. I'm so excited. This block is finally starting to come together. ACC is on my wish list. Speaking of wish lists, I was creating some, with Prime Days this last couple of days. I've been adding a couple of things to my wish list. I did buy a couple of things for myself off the wish list, off my wish list. Mainly stuff for the class that I'm going to be taking. I think I told you guys about it, but maybe I didn't. I signed up for 2 quilting classes, which classes are just not normally something I do. Not because I don't feel like I would learn anything or anything like that at all. It's simply a matter of timing. Usually the classes are held, at least at my local store, they're held during the week, during the day, and that's when I'm at work. So I'm not really able to sign up for them. But these 2 classes that I've signed up for are both on the weekends. And they're both for techniques that I would really like to learn a little bit more about. The first one is going to be the Saturday after I come back. That one is for an applique class, because I'd really like to learn a little bit more about applique. I have some applique projects I would like to work on, but I'm intimidated by that particular technique just because I don't really have any experience doing it. So I thought if I took a class on it, that would kind of give me a little bit more of experience and also kind of have that guide there with the instructor in case I need help with it or I need a little bit of confidence boost. And then from there we can start to kind of broaden our horizons a little bit with our projects and start to pick up some applique projects in the process. I know that the applique technique is a slow technique and it takes quite a while to finish projects, and that's okay. I don't actually expect to finish the project that we start in that class. I expect that I'll have to bring most of it home and finish it here with you guys, and that's okay. And then the second class that I signed up for, which is in August, that one is actually on a Sunday, so it's kind of unfortunate. It is on a Sunday, so I will have to bow out of a live stream on a Sunday morning in order to attend it. But that one is for bag making, and I've told you guys before that one of my goals this year was to make a bag. So I'm going to count that as a goal, but I don't think that we're going to finish it in the class. We might finish it. But knowing how slowly I sew, I don't think I will. I think it'll take me some time. So I'm going to be able to hopefully show you guys that one as well. And we'll go from there. And then once we've made that one and I've kind of gotten my skills a little bit more confident with them, then we'll actually expand into other projects as well. So I'm excited for both classes, but that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon after our live stream. I'm going to be setting up my travel machine and the bag for that and collecting all the materials that I need to for that. It'll be a lot of fun. Good morning, Gladys. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. You gotta sit. You gotta take it nice. You gotta sit. Ivy. Sit. You're not listening. Can you do circus dog for me? Circus dog. Now you gotta spin. Come on, spin. 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 Yeah, you're not gonna do it. Usually she can spin around. Where's Eddie? You don't like to play favorites. Hi, Joy. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us. Says good idea about the petites for further projects. I want to try her koalas. Thanks for having this. See you again. Oh, no problem, Joy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, but I chose the batiks because then that way I didn't have to worry about directional fabric or right and wrong sides, or I didn't have to confuse myself with any of that. So that's why I chose the batik fabrics. All right, so we've got the two pieces, so let's go ahead and put them together and make some faces. Make some faces. Looks like we might end up with some matching seams. Of course, I didn't actually press these correctly, so they're not going to match up really greatly, but that's all right. We're just going to hold them flat. I love batik fabrics, I really do. I know some people, it's not their cup of tea, and I understand that. I love the variation of colors in a batik fabric. Batiks are one of my favorites, and I don't work with them as much as I should. Like I really need to start working with them more. I work with traditional, cotton fabrics more so than I do batiks, but I do really, really like them. It looks like it's a little off. But so I'm excited about the new classes that I'm taking. It's applique and bag making. The applique class, we're going to be making a Christmas table runner, which looks really, really cute. And the bag making class is a patriotic bag. So it was a little pricey between buying the. I chose to buy the kit. You don't have to buy the kit. You can bring your own. But I did choose to buy the kit just so then that way I didn't have to think about it. The class itself wasn't super pricey. It's about $40 for the day, which I didn't find to be terribly unreasonable for the class, but it doesn't include any of the materials. You have to buy the materials all separately. So the materials was another $40 on top of it. So all total, it was a little on the pricey side. But the way I look at it, it's a one-time cost, and it's going to help me with my skills. Was this quilt a kit? No, Terry, this one was not a kit. No. This one I bought all the fabrics separate. I did everything on my own. I kind of picked it all out myself. I do have a bunch of quilt kits that are going to be coming up here soon. Not with batiks, right? No, this was not a quilt kit. This was just a pattern. This was just a traditional pattern, and then I picked out all the fabrics to go with it. I do have some kits projects that are going to be coming up here on the channel starting soon. I think one of them I'm hoping to actually get it in the next couple of days. And then two more will start in November. So we've got a bunch of kit projects, Black of the Month projects coming up on the channel. But no, this one is not a kit. No. Let's see. Yeah, the koalas will enjoy. I have seen that one. It's super cute. I think didn't Sean do the koalas one too? I know he did. He's doing the. I think he did a koalas project. I feel like he did one. I could be wrong on that. Wow. Is anybody else? Is the music really loud for you guys, or is it just me? If it's really loud for you guys, let me know, and I'm gonna probably turn it off because it's like shouting in my ear. And I thought I turned it down, but it didn't really turn down. Terry says I can't hear the music. Okay. Well, then it's just on my side then. It's really loud on my side. I might actually turn it off. If you guys can't hear it, I might actually turn it off. It is really loud. I'll try turning it down one more time. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's like the volume is not doing anything at all. So we're just gonna pause that. It's a little quiet in here, but that's okay. All right, so here are our faces so far. That's adorable. Like, come on now, tell me that doesn't look like a face. Like, it totally looks like a face. We haven't even gotten his ears yet. Susan says, I'm doing pandas and sweaters for my daughters. I would not have picked the background she picked, but oh well, it's not for me, it's for her. It's there you go. Yes, so cute. Okay, so those are the faces. So now we're gonna move on to the ears. So I'm gonna set these aside for a few minutes. We'll come back to them in a little bit. So now we need to put our ears together. Oh wait, no, I got one more piece. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Ha ha, just kidding. We have one more piece to put on, and that is the chin part. We need to grab these D's here. Now I need to draw a line on these. I need 8. I think there's 8 here. Is there 8 here? Let's see. 1. They're so tiny. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I thought there were extras. Okay. Alright, so I need to draw a line on these because we're going to be sewing corner to corner. And I don't trust myself, so I'm going to quick draw a line on these. I need to find my 1-inch ruler. I don't need this big, huge ruler for these little bitty pieces. I tried to look for my 2.5-inch this morning, and I couldn't find that one either. It's in this cabinet somewhere. I just don't know where. Of course, now I turn the music off, so it sounds like super quiet in here. Oh, it's Siri. I'm sorry. It looks like it didn't work. Sometimes the give command doesn't work. It's dumb. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Lucas can actually go into the Streamlabs app and actually adjust it there. He has a sign on to do that. So he can actually go in there. And that's why whenever people have issues with their thimbles, we can actually go in there and adjust them. Speaking of adjustments, I think he fixed Nancy's. So hopefully, if she's able to join us again for another live stream, it should be fixed by then. Okay. We try. Yeah, that's right. We try. Yeah, I can't help Streamlabs is a pain sometimes. Terry says I may be going deaf. LOL. All right, so now we're going to sew these on here corner to corner. I don't want to use this foot. I have a guided presser foot that I use, and I was taking that one off to put on my clear 1/4-inch foot, so then that way I can see what I'm doing. There we go. What are you doing? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So I have to do 4 of these. Well, technically 8, one on each side. So tell me, what is everybody else working on this week? Got any fun plans for the weekend? Did you do anything exciting? Did you go on any shop hops? I know there's a bunch of shop hops happening right now. I think the Illinois one starts in August. I could be wrong. I I'm not sure. I think it starts in August, but I could be wrong. One of these days I will make a plan and try to visit more of them. Things just get so crazy around the summer for me. Of course, now that the kids are older and, they're not going to be coming home for the summers and they're kind of be doing their own thing because they're out of school now. The summers will hopefully, like, calm down a little bit for me. And I'll be able to start doing things like the shop hops and such. Just finished a sling bag for a neighbor. I need to hibernate so the neighbors don't think I'm around. Have they've been bothering you a little bit much lately, Terry? I don't talk to my neighbors, so there's that. But I live in a house too. I don't live in a you know apartment or condo or community like that. But I don't really talk to my neighbors. Excuse me. So these little corner pieces are for the chin. Just sewing them on here, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a minute. I'm gonna press them open and trim them off. I figured there was a little bit of trimming, that's why I did grab my rotary cutter. It's not a bother. I gave my 92-year-old neighbor a few rides to the doctor. Another saw my sling bag and wanted one. I didn't commit, but I did make it. She doesn't know it yet. Okay. Well, that's really nice of you, Terry. I'm sure it's nice having a community like that where y'all kind of get along and chat with each other and things like that. Um, it's just not really the dynamic of my neighborhood. Um, but I'm sure, once we get older and move to a different type of a community, it'll be different. Susan says, I finished hand quilting another smaller quilt that has been on my UFO list for almost 10 years. Wow, that's awesome. Today I will cut the binding and sew it on. That's awesome, Terry. Yeah, the finishing a UFO is like even more satisfying than just finishing a project, I feel like. I make a goal for myself every year that I'm going to finish at least 4 UFOs. And the good news is that I'm finishing them, and I'm actually getting to a point where I don't have as many UFOs as I used to. And so because of that, it makes it, my whip Wednesdays is a little more challenging because I don't have any whips. So, but I've been looking at some smaller projects just to kind of have in my arsenal here for things like that, for whip Wednesdays, and just to kind of we were talking about it a little bit on Sean's channel when I was working on the Cotton Cuts winter table runner, and I said, there's some projects I like to have some things in here just to kind of have something to come in here and do that's quick and simple and kind of gives me a win for a project. Because some of our projects take a long time to do. They're very time consuming, and so they take a while, and so you really don't feel like you've accomplished anything. So, doing something like small like that, at least you feel like you've accomplished something. Trim that up in just a minute. This corner one didn't go quite the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. When we get Social Security, so we pay for her grass to be cut and trimmed, we will do the same for snow removal. Oh, that's so nice of you. Truly, truly, truly kind. Well, the good news, Carrie, is that she doesn't actually like being held. I think because I held her too much as a puppy. Yeah. So she doesn't actually like to be held. So that's the good news, and that's why I'm able to get so much done. Because otherwise, I have to agree with you. I would be sitting here holding her the whole time too, because she's just so lovable. She loves to cuddle, but she likes to cuddle in her own time. Like she doesn't want to cuddle when you want to cuddle. She wants to cuddle when she wants to cuddle. When you're sitting in a recliner with your feet up, then she'll come over and she'll lay down next to you. But otherwise, she wants to be off on her own. Right, baby girl? I see you there. Did you want another treat? Did you want another treat? For those of you who are concerned, don't worry. The treats that I'm giving her are corn checks. They are not actual dog bones, so they have almost no calories in them. We don't use traditional dog treats in our house because oh, we spoil our dogs and we feed them too much treats. So we give them corn checks or Cheerios because they're a very extremely low calorie snack for them, and it gives them the crunch of a snack of a treat. Sit. Can you sit for me, please? Ivy, sit. Thank you. Take it nice. Go ahead. Good girl. Yeah, so we give them corn checks as their everyday treats, and then we do actually have some peanut butter snacks that we give them once a week. They only get a real dog treat once a week. And then we have ice cubes. Obviously, we feed them a lot of vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, broccoli, those types of things. We feed that to them a lot. They get a lot of those. They really like them. But I did have somebody reach out to me once and say, with all the snacks that you feed your dog, how do you keep them so thin? Well, that's how. Like my best buddy. Oh, I'm sorry. I chose brown for all of the dog heads. I went with the Hoffman boutiques in the brown colors. One, because I love brown dogs. I think they're adorable. And two, most of our dogs are brown or black. And my living room, I plan to put this in my living room, and my living room is brown, shades of brown. So that's why I chose the brown fabrics. Oh, here, let me show you guys. So now you can see the chin down there at the bottom. This is the chin. And now we are done with this block, at least for now. So let's go ahead and trim these other ones up real quick. The block, at least. Well, there's 3 different blocks in this particular project. There's the smoky block, which is this one, and then there's a Toby block, and then there's a Lulu. There's a Lulu block. So this is the smoky block. This one I think has more brown than background, if I remember correctly. But there are 3 different blocks in this particular quilt pattern. Okay, 2. You sitting up pretty, like a good girl. She will sit here all day if it means I have treats. If it means I have snacks, she will sit here all day. And unfortunately, because of the last time we brought her in here and we had snacks and she did this, she sat in here. Now, since then, she comes in here every single time I'm in here and whines at me. She thinks that now I have snacks in here all the time. Yeah, keep chatting. Yeah, chatting helps. Ooh. There we go. All right. Has anybody ever cut through a mat before? I feel like I have. And I've been trying to see if I can figure out if I have or not, but I feel like I have cut through one of my mats. And I'm thinking that's probably not a good idea. It's not a good thing. Uh-oh. This is a new-ish blade, so shouldn't be having any troubles. Bam, Terry says. 152 thimbles. Oh, you're up to 500,000, 500,000. You're halfway there. Congrats, Terry. Congrats. I think Lucas has given up. All right. Okay, so now these are all done. Lay them down here. And now we're going to be working on ears. Ears! Floppy ears. I love floppy eared dogs. They're my favorite. Why is this here? Oh, I do know why this is here, actually. It's over here. All right. Let me grab a sip of drink real quick. Oh my goodness, Lucas, you got a lot of catching up to do. Terry says, no, I can nap. That's funny. All right, so now we are on to ears. So first things first, we have to take some F pieces and some G pieces. No, some L pieces. F and L. Okay. I'm going to put them on right angles. We need to make 8 of these. Is that what you need to do? Figure 4. Let's see. Let's see. Use diagonal seams to sew pieces L to pieces F as shown in figure to make 2 mirror image LF units, each measuring 1.5 wide by 7 inches tall. And I need 2 per head, and I'm making 4 heads, so I need 8. Okay. All right, so this says take the F and lay it this way. I'm gonna make 2 piles. I'm gonna make 2 piles so I don't lose myself here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 piles. Now we're gonna take an L piece and put it this way. We're gonna sew from there to there. Okay. Grab some pins so that I can put these together. Go. Take another L. I'm pinning them together so that I know which direction I'm supposed to sew. I'm going to draw a line in just a minute, so then that way I make sure that I'm sewing them correctly. But for right now, I'm just going to pin them so that I remember which direction to sew. Go. One more. Go. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Lori, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you both. Oh no, Sandra says I need to get buckets of dirt to fill the holes dug by Sweet Bailey before I trip in the holes. So this one goes this way. This way I don't get myself all confused trying to figure out which direction I need to go. I just know that I just follow the pins and that's the direction I need to go. I will, I said draw lines as well. So let's grab this one and grab this one. I don't normally pin things except for when I'm worried that I'm going to mess it up. So we go on, like I mentioned it before, but we're going on vacation. We're going on a road trip starting tomorrow. We are hitting a couple of quilt stores along the way. I will bring you guys along on that journey, so make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because I'd like to try and share that stuff there as much as I can. I wish I had a smaller ruler. I wish I knew where I put my 2.5-inch ruler, because that would be really perfect right about now. I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had a 1-inch by 1-inch too, but I don't know what I did with that one either. I'm so organized. So organized. From that corner, it's kind of hard to see it. If I could use the 45-degree angle. Could I do that? I can. It's not a 45, it's a 90. I need a 90. Do I have a 90 in here? 45. Okay, not gonna work quite the way I wanted it to, but that's alright. Here we go. What do I do with my? Oh, it is. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself over here. I'm trying to find the. This is when a light table would be really nice. I'm trying to find where the corner is. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Gotcha. I want to draw a line so that I don't, so that I make sure to sew right on the line. Right on the line. I don't have any diagonal seam tape. I should probably get some. I understand that that can be really helpful. I know that some people just put like regular piece of straight tape on their machine, and I have done that in the past. I've just put a straight tape on here to line up with the needle. I've done that before. I just didn't do it this time. I'm just gonna draw the lines. My hair is in my way today. Can you guys tell? There we go. I'm probably making this way more difficult than I need to. I'm sure if you guys are doing this, you probably don't need to draw all these lines or make sure that everything lines up perfectly. I'm sure you guys sew things way better than I do. But since I do things on a camera, I have a tendency to get distracted and do them wrong. So since these pieces are so tiny, I'm worried that if I mess something up and have to pull it back apart, it's just gonna mess up the integrity of the fabric. So kind of why I'm taking this extra step here. I know it's not for entertaining content for sure, but at least this way we know it's happening. These are L's. Yeah, these are L's. Triple check, make sure. Just triple check. The L is face fabric. The F is background fabric. Oh. Well, it's a good thing that I looked at this again, because this is not L's. These are L's. Hang on. I'm glad I looked at this, because I might have just messed this up. Hang on. Let's see. So L's are face fabric, and F is background fabric. Wait, but this says F is a border piece. So this is F. This is not L. This is F. Okay, and then for this here, F is bottom, bottom. L goes that way. So it's actually like this. I mean, it's fine. It's scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch out. I guess it's fine. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? It's gonna be sewn up together anyway. I'm thinking it's fine because it shows the F underneath the L. It's actually the. I mean, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure I'm overthinking this because yeah, these go this way, and then these go this way. Yeah, I'm just totally overthinking it. I'm totally overthinking this. Sorry, guys. Karen Brown doubles up on her tape and makes a ledge thing as a guide. I use a magnet. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I think I've seen that before, yeah. In this case, I don't actually want a guide. I just need a line to kind of follow along with. So these are drawn. Let me draw these real quick. Ouch. I pooped myself. They're fine. They're just kind of backwards. Like what I was making them for was kind of the wrong intention. But I want to draw the line on the background fabric and not on the face fabric because I can't see the line on the face fabric. So my hair is kind of everywhere today, and it's kind of annoying me. There we go. All right. Hi, baby. I see you. She's standing just off the camera again. I don't know if the camera like emits a sound that she can hear and that's why she avoids it or what, but she tries to avoid that camera like it is going on stop. She just does not like it. I don't know where the other two are. They're probably asleep. Call them out. Hi, Brenda. Good morning. There they are. There's the troops. Sit. Addison. Wrigley. Take it nice. Ivy. Good girls. Good girls. Oh. My hair is just not doing what it's supposed to do today. So I spent what was it, Wednesday on Katie's channel in the evening. Had a great time. I always love spending time with her. She's so much fun. She's such great conversations. And we keep telling each other that we really need to spend more time together. We need to make the time to spend together with them a little bit more. And her channel has just grown so much in the last year or so. It's really grown tremendously. And I always learn so much from her, like just like about not just about quilting, but like about Greenland and just about people in general and things like that. I always learn so much from her. And then, of course, we were on Sean's live stream yesterday, and he makes a comment. He said it before that he has somebody on his channel every week because he can't sit on the camera by himself. Like, it's just not a thing that he can do. And I joke all the time that, and you guys have heard me say it before, but I mean I talk to myself all the time. So doing it in front of a camera or doing it not in front of a camera is basically the same for me. Like, I talk to myself all the time, so it doesn't really matter to me. All right, so finally we're able to start sewing these things. Jesus. So, but yeah, he made a comment that yeah he has to have somebody there with him because he can't talk to himself on a live stream. But I can. I talk to a brick wall. I remember the very first live stream I did, which it's still on the channel if you guys want to go look at it. It was absolutely terrible, but I keep it there for nostalgia, really. But I remember the very first live stream. I was just terrified that like no one was going to show up and I was going to be there by myself. And then after a little while of being on the camera, because I was there, by myself in the beginning, obviously, and I remember sitting there sewing and not really even paying attention to chat because like it wasn't part of the process yet, because you kind of learn what the process is and kind of when to pay attention to things and when not to. And I just remember looking up and there being somebody in chat saying hello to me, and I'm like, oh my god, somebody's watching. I'm like, yeah, I don't have to be here by myself. I remember that. It was a lot of fun. And now, 3 years later, every time I turn the camera on and I start a live stream, I'm always worried. Is anybody going to show up? Is there going to be anybody there? So when I turn the live stream on and there's like 3 or 4 people waiting for me, I just get this instant relief. Like, okay, I'm not going to be by myself. So that's why I make sure to give special shout outs to the people that are very first persons in chat because usually they've been waiting there a little while. And I'm just so grateful that they're there and that they've been waiting for me. I feel bad making them wait, of course, but it's a lot of fun. Hi, Fern. Good morning. Right, Sandra. And then the next one, and then the next one. Yeah. Sandra says, Terry, I had a goal to get ahead of Kathy. Didn't realize I talked to myself also. They pointed it out at a retreat. Oh, I know I do. I know I do all the time. Well, sometimes you have to consult with an expert. I love the meme that says, if you see me sitting there talking to myself, just mind your own business. We're having a staff meeting. It's totally true. Like all of your personalities are talking to each other. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. No, I've been the kind of person that talks to myself all the time. And my mom, Mama Joyce, she does it too, but she does a better job of like talking to herself, like internal voice as opposed to an external voice. And me, I just have to verbalize it. But it's funny because like we'll be sitting in the car and we'll be driving somewhere, and all of a sudden she'll be sitting there and she'll start moving her hands around like this. And I'll just look and go, what? And she goes, I didn't say anything. I'm like, I know, but you're talking to yourself because you talk with your hands, and your hands are moving. And she'll laugh at me because that's how we know we're talking. So, hi Joyce, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. I do have the puppy cam set up, and I do have a puppy in the room with me, but she's just off camera. She's literally just behind the camera. She does not like the camera. I don't know why. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Can mommy fix your ear? Come here. Come here. Come here. I want to fix your ear. Come, come here. I know, because you think mommy's gonna pick you up, and you don't want to be picked up. Can I fix your ear? No, mom. I want this ear flipped up because that is what I want. You would think that'd keep the neighbors at bay, but it doesn't. No, because they probably understand it. Too funny. All right, iron is on. It's getting warm. Now we got to figure out what the heck we're doing here. So, okay, I'm gonna figure out how to hold these. So these go. No, this one. 2, 3. Okay, that's 4. This way. These 4. This way. I know it doesn't really matter, but just trying to make sure I got it all right, all correct. Okay. Take this one. Fold it that way. Awesome. Take this one. Fold it that way. We mentioned the Scrap Busters Club earlier, and that's available to all of our members. Ooh, this one seems really small. Oh no, I guess it's not. That is a club that's available to our members. If you've been a member for at least 3 months, then you're eligible for the Scrap Busters Club. I try to. The whole plan is to mail them out twice a year. But this year our projects have been more long term, so we really haven't had any scraps to be able to mail out. The plan guarantees you the description for the members only says it guarantees you once a year. But I try to do 2 a year. But you guys have seen me do it. I keep all my scrap fabrics for all of my projects, whether it be full pieces of pre-cuts or pieces of yardage that are left over from the backing, or the background fabrics or things like that. I keep all of that. And then I also keep all of the cutoffs, all the trimmed up pieces, as long as it's more than an inch by an inch. I don't keep anything that's smaller than an inch by an inch because it's just a pain in the butt to keep track of. If I can get an extra half square triangle out of something, I will create the triangle and then just save the triangle piece. We've been doing that a lot with the Norfolk quilt, where I've been able to sew up an extra triangle piece. Something like this, where we're going to trim off these little teeny tiny triangles, I'm not planning to keep those. Go. Hi Agnes, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Now I could just use a pair of scissors to trim these, but I'm going to go ahead and use my rotary cutter. That way I know that they're exactly 1/4 of an inch. But I could just use a pair of scissors. Either one would work fine. Either one would work. Trim off these little corners. This is all part of the ears. My goal is to finish this block today so that we have one puppy head finished. We'll have to wait and see. You can see I have one puppy patiently waiting. She's patiently waiting for a snack. Mommy has snacks. Oh, might be cheaper to send orders from Scrap Addiction. They can handle packing and shipping, or is it Fabric Addiction from Marie's channel? Interesting. I've never even heard of that. I don't have that many to ship out, and they're not orders. They're just scraps. But yeah, I can see where that might be helpful. Eventually, someday, I might get to a point where I'm selling something, but right now it's just easier to do it myself, and I kind of enjoy the process. It is a little time consuming putting it all together and that kind of stuff. I did recently invest in a label printer so that I can do the postage here at home instead of standing in line at the post office, which don't get me wrong, the people in my post office are super sweet. They're really nice. Um, but if I can do it all here at home and then just drop them off, that does make things a little bit easier. So. But if that's something that interests you guys, the scrap box, make sure that you become a member of the channel. Like I said, you do have to be a member for at least 3 months before you are eligible for the boxes, because that membership pays for the postage. Because they're pretty big boxes. I think they are 8 by 8 by 4 boxes. Last year, I think I sent out 9 of them, 8 or 9 of them. Okay, so now we've done that. F fabric. Which one is F? The F is the background, right? Yeah, so that's this one here. So these go to this side. Then these go to this side. I'm terrified I'm going to screw these up, so that's why I keep like double checking and triple checking and making sure that I'm doing it right. So I'm keeping them separated here. There we go. And now we need the G's, which are these here. And I need one on either side. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4. Okay. Jeez. Gee. Gee, those fabrics are pretty. Yeah. They're on shorts on my channel. What did I miss? What's on shorts? Where is my mouse? I don't go to the post office. I print it on paper and tape it. There you go. Brenda says I'm pulling Christmas fabric. Ooh, fun. My fabric addiction. Thank you, Terry. Fern says I'm going through my scraps today, cutting for hexies. Oh gosh, yuck. Oh, I see, Terry. Okay, I have 2 whole quilts I'm making from scraps. One is all hexies, one is all squares and rectangles. That's awesome. Joy says, I wish my brain would let me do real scrappy quilt. All I do is want to watch it, and that's not scrappy. Joyce, I'm with you. I had all intents and purposes of like doing things with my scrap fabrics, and I'm never gonna get there. So I'd much rather give it to you guys, let you guys handle it, because then that way I know it's gonna get done. So I know you guys are gonna do it. So that's it's kind of where I'm at. All right, so let me move these off to the side again. 1-inch hexies? Oh my god. No, thank you. That's crazy. No, thank you. No, no, I'm good. I have been considering a paper piecing project, not English paper piecing with the hexies, but a regular paper piecing project. I have been considering that. I don't know. Like, I like the idea of a legit kit. because it's kind of all there and you don't have to worry about any Y seams or anything like that. Um, but at the same time, you know, obviously it's way out of my budget right now. So I'm still thinking about it. It's something that maybe eventually someday I'll do. Maybe someday. We can all dream, right? They did have a little bit of a deal during Prime Days for some of them, but they were still pretty expensive. The one that I was looking at was like $300, which is still a lot. Like I haven't done the math to see like what that would actually come out to if I bought all the fabric myself and just bought the you know the project. And I guess with legit kits they actually print all of the foundation paper too. So that's, you know, I guess part of the benefit of it, I guess. I don't know a lot about paper piecing, and that's kind of one of the things too that kind of intimidates me about the whole thing is like I'd love to be able to make one of these quilts. I mean, the designs are just absolutely beautiful, but I really don't know a whole lot about it. I've done a little bit. Like I've done the cake recipes and the So Emma paper projects. I've done those before, and those are kind of fun. But I've never done like a real paper piecing. Well, I did the one butterfly block that Sandra, I think that you introduced me to that. I did that butterfly block, which was okay. I was intimidated by it because I was really because the pieces are so tiny. But it did okay. I thought it turned out really well. So I know what I'm doing. I mean, I understand the concept. I just don't have a whole lot of experience doing it. And I think that's what kind of makes it a little bit intimidating for me. Um, Maybe I'll end up buying an actual pattern and just print it all myself. Who knows? Try a pattern from Hobby Landing on Etsy. I love her pattern. It's easy to follow. I will grab a link. Oh, that would be awesome, Terry. If you could email me that link, that would be really great. Oh, Fern, I'm sorry. I don't know what Streamlabs did there. You must have tried to post a link, maybe. Let me see. Oh, get out of there. Oh, because there was no space between your period, your after your period. I thought you were trying to set a link. Sorry about that. Hi, Vima. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to meet you. Guys, I met Vima over on, oh, forgive me. I think it was over on Kathy's channel. Super, super sweet person. I can't wait to get to meet her more. She said she was going to follow our channel, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, Fern, it put you in a temporary timeout. Sorry about that. So give it, I think it's 30 seconds. So give it 30 seconds and you'll be fine. Sorry about that. My bad. The time involved on a legit kit takes months. Oh, wow. Yikes. Okay, so maybe I don't have that kind of. Sandra says, I had helpers handing me the scraps one day and it was easier that day. I love the great grandkids helping. Oh, yeah, for sure. Zara does half-inch hexies. Oh, gosh. Terry reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. Thank you very much for that, Terry, for that reminder. Joyce saying hello to Lucas. Okay, sorry about that. Oh yeah, no problem. Vima, I'll make sure to get a link set up for your channel as well. Lucas, if you are still online, if you wouldn't mind getting a link set up for Vima, I'd appreciate it. She has a crochet channel. I took a peek at her stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do know how to crochet. I just don't do it very often. But it looks beautiful. The projects that you've worked on so far. So yeah, if you guys get a chance to go check out her channel as well. I love making new friends. It's one of my favorite things about this platform is being able to make new friends. What did I do here? Hold please. What did I do? Did I sew these up on the wrong side? Well, those are that side. Oh, would help I did this. Wow, okay. I got it now. I figured it out. 'Cause I'm a dummy sometimes. My brain doesn't always function the way it's supposed to. Okay, there we go. Duh. So yeah, so go check out her channel. Super sweet channel. I can't wait to get to know her a little bit better. Um, and welcome to the channel as well. I'm glad that you were able to make a live stream. If I remember correctly, Vima, didn't you say that you are in India? Isn't that am I right on that? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong on many things. The design behind me is so beautiful. Honey, which one? Purple? This one here? Or this one there? Or that one there? This one here. This one is a log cabin. I know it doesn't look like it because the colors are so dark, but this is actually a log cabin block, and that is a kit from Jordan Fabrics. This one is actually it's on our channel. We actually made this one. It's called Mix and Match. That's what this one. This one's another Jordan, Donna Jordan pattern, but it's made by Mix and Match. And then this one here is a Cotton Cuts PMQ. It was one of the first ones I ever did, and it's one of my favorites, and that's why I have that one. But thank you. Yes, she is zeroed in on me because it's time for another snack. Yes, it's time for another snack. Can you come here? Take it nice. Yes. I entice her with snacks. Thank you, Terry. Yes, I hear my phone blowing up with emails, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I am trying to start to plan for next year and just future projects in general. As every time we get close to finishing something, I'm starting to think of what's next. I do obviously I have some projects already lined up, and we have a bunch of Block of the Month programs coming up here soon. So I really don't have the bandwidth for more projects, but that doesn't mean I'm not thinking about them and starting to plan new ones. And I would love to start a full-size paper piecing project. I know that it's long. They take a long time. I know they take forever. But it's one of those things where I'd love to be able to pull it out and work on it, as a whip project every once in a while. It's not something that we would be finishing anytime soon on the channel. All right. But thank you for that. I appreciate that. Etsy is a great resource. I've been on Etsy for a lot of different things. It's an amazing resource. The amount of creators on that platform is just unbelievable. I have no problem paying a little bit of money for a pattern or things like that because of the creation that goes into it. All right. Jerry Lynn, welcome back to the channel. Good morning. My skin is all itchy right here. Lucas, you are amazing. Thank you very much for getting that set up. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for getting that set up so quickly. And if you could get her some thimbles too, that would be great. If you haven't already, because you're usually on top of those types of things. There you go. Vima's got a link on her channel for her channel there. All right. Turn the iron back on. Warm it back up. Pressing these towards the G fabric, I think. We are making, in case you are just joined us, we are making the Puppies. It's called the Puppies pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. It is little puppy heads. They're so cute. And every time I turn this project on, I always turn on what I call the puppy cam, which is that little camera that you guys see down here in the corner. It's actually over here. Like in real time, it's over here, but like the camera is over here. like what you guys see is over here, but the camera is actually over here. So it's a little confusing sometimes. But that is the puppy cam. It is to show off my puppies. I have 3 of them. The oldest one is 8 or 9. I can never remember. The middle one is 2 years younger, so either 6 or 7. And then the baby here, there's the one that's in here with me. She's the one that's super food motivated. She is 4. She was an accidental COVID puppy. We got her in February, and then COVID hit in March. So we had, we didn't get her because of COVID. We had no, at the time we had no concept of COVID. But we got her in February, and then we got hit with COVID in March, and so most of us spent the better part of the year at home with her, and so she's bonded with basically everybody in the family. All right, laying these out so I can hit them up with the iron real quick. Oh boy, I hear Mr. Wizard doing something. There we go. All right. Okay, so these are 2 pieces that are eventually going to be part of the ears and the sides of the face. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and set these off to the side for now. And we're going to be working on the ears. The ears are our end pieces, which is a little bit of a darker brown fabric than the facial fabric that we picked out. Back at the beginning of this project, and if you guys wanted, you can check it out, the very first video, we laid out all of our batik fabrics and we kind of paired them up together in ears and face so that they would kind of go together but still contrast enough that they were, that you could tell what they were. So this is what the fabric that we picked for our ears. I'm going to go ahead and set that off to the side here. So one can be put away. And then I need the 2 Ds up in the corners. I only have 4 pieces here. I should have more D fabric in here, I think. Yeah, I need more D fabric here. Scratchy. And then my E fabric is down here. Okay. And then E fabric there. So my goodness, my phone is blowing up. Hang on. Okay. It's just a shenanigan crew talking about packing suitcases. All right, so I've got 1. Why do I feel like I don't have enough fabric here? 2. 2. I don't think I have enough fabric. Because I only have 3 here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should have 4. Because we have 4 faces, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 faces and I only have 3 sets of ears. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah, I only have 3 sets of ears. Uh-oh. Crap. See if I can find the fabric. The good news is this is why I keep all my scraps in the project bin until I'm done with everything. So then that way, in case I do something silly and forget to put a fabric somewhere, I can come back in here and pull it. Let's see if I can find it. I just hope I have enough. Let's see. Here is pieces. I think I only need to cut 2 more. So this should be enough to cut 2 more. Okay, good news. We have what we need. Thank goodness. This is why I keep all of my scraps until I'm 100% done, just in case. So, a beautiful purple. Oh, thank you. Yeah, purple is one of my favorite colors, obviously, as you can tell by my room. Purple is one of my favorite colors, as is the lime green. That is also one of my favorite colors. So a lot of things you'll find in this room are either purple or lime green. We end up doing a lot of purple projects on the channel as well. Just kind of the way that happens sometimes. Alright, so turns out we're going to have to cut some more pieces. So, not ideal. I thought we had cut everything up, but turns out I made a little bit of a goof and didn't cut enough. So, let me set all of this to the side, because we're going to need to cut these in order to finish, the blocks. So, the ends are here. I need to cut 2 more. So, the good news is I don't have to cut a lot more, and I have enough of the scrap here to do that. So, thank goodness. I just need 2 more. So, set that aside for now. Hi, baby. Are you back? Did Daddy kick you out? Hmm? So much stuff. I think I said hi to you, Patty, but if I didn't, hello. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Purple. He told you purple was a favorite color. Do I need to iron it? Probably could iron it really quickly. I'm gonna do a no-no. I'm gonna put my ironing board, my ironing mat on top of my fabric here. Just give it a quick hit up with the iron. There we go. Now it'll lay nice and flat. Does anybody else end up having to do this? You end up cutting, not enough fabric for things? I do it all the time. Oh my gosh, all the time. Constantly doing it. Go. Okay. I need to cut. This is N. N is 3.5 by 7. So this way. Excuse me. 3.5. Helps if you use the correct line. And then by 7. Goes this way. Real quick. This will only take me a second to do here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so there's my extra 2 pieces. Let me just, before I put everything away, just count it one more time. I should have 8 pieces here. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Brat 46, I have not, but that is an excellent idea. She says, I'm surprised you haven't created a cover for the pressing mat in purple to keep it all from discoloring. I have extra fabric from the tabletop. I could, and that's actually not a bad idea. Like making this a cover for it, maybe even put a zipper on it. That's not a bad idea. Of course, now you got me thinking. I hadn't even thought of that, so thanks for that. But yeah, I do have extra fabric from this table, so I could do that with it. Right now, the extra fabric is just in my scrap bin, but I could. So organization things, this is just what I do. You guys do your own thing. Of course, I have the project bin. You guys have seen this. And then I use Ziplocs like crazy. You can use, you don't have to use brand name. You can use the dollar store ones if you wanted to. I buy a lot of the brand name ones because we buy them in bulk from our membership store. So I use the brand name ones, but I reuse them. That's why I don't write on them normally, because I reuse them. What I do instead is if I have to mark them, usually I'll throw like a post-it note inside of there with what it is. Now the small quart-sized ones, I did mark on those, but you can use some rubbing alcohol and pull them off there if you needed to. So I have all of these pieces organized. My face is all itchy today. Okay, there we go. All right, so got the pieces cut, so now we can put the cutting mat away and pull the ironing board back up. Hi, baby. You didn't miss anything, I promise. Mommy was just cutting some fabric pieces. Did you need a snack? Do you need a snack? Hey, Mom, there's always time for snacks. Always time for snacks. Isn't that right? 1 second. Mommy's got to reorganize here. Oh, maybe Daddy has a snack for you. I know, you're torn. Do I go down and see what Daddy's got, or do I stay here? Because Mommy has snacks too. I know, you're torn. She doesn't know what to do. She's so cute. All right. Hi, Marie. Welcome back to the channel. Everything here is covered in green. Terry says. Oh, Terry, I love that. She says, my living room is painted in a soft purple and my furniture is green. Terry says, I love the grunge purple on your tabletop. Thank you. I do too. It's one of my favorites. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I think we are back where we needed to be. Okay, now we can start. You have to sit. Can you take it? Okay. Can you do a spin for me? Can you do a spin for me? Can you show your friends how you spin? Come on, spin one more time. One more time. No, now you're just gonna lean. There we go. There we go. There's my spin. There's my spin. Good girl. Okay, let's try. I can't see pretty shiny things. LOL. All right, Wrigley, you want to try your circus trick too? Good girl. All right, Addie. Addie, up. Good girl. Good girl. Such good girls. All right, back to what we were doing. Dancing girl. Yeah, she dances. We didn't teach her the spin thing. Like, she taught that on her own. Yes, I love Moda Grunge. Moda Grunge is my favorite product, fabric line. Like, I absolutely love it. But yes, the tabletop here is Moda Grunge. Yes. I couldn't tell you which color name it is. I don't know. I just really liked it. My granddaughter loves your puppies. Oh, I'm glad she loves them. Thank you. And welcome. I'm gonna try to pronounce that name, Marie, but I'm gonna probably butcher it. Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry. I would love to say your granddaughter's name on camera, but I can't pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it, and I don't want to make her feel bad. So if there's a way you could tell me how to pronounce it in chat, then I will say it on the camera for her. G is it Giada? Is that it? Is that right? Giada? Is that right? Hi, Giada. Welcome. So great to see you. I hope that's right. All right. Oh, good. Okay. Awesome. Well, welcome. I'm so happy you're watching with us. Thank you, and thank you for liking my puppies. They love people too. I know you heard the word puppies. You're not a puppy anymore. You're a big girl. All right. So now back to the start. What we were doing before. So now let's go ahead and lay these out. We got about 15 minutes left. Let's see if we can get this assembly here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I need 8. 2, 4, 5, 6. 5 puppies. 7, 8. They're so cute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adorable. All right. Don't need that anymore. Let's see what we do with this more. Okay, so there's those, and then I need the E fabrics too. So let's do one thing at a time here. One thing at a time. My gosh, all the moving around, I need more space. Wow, Terry, your grand is 16. That's amazing. You know, I don't have any grandkids yet, and there's no rush, Lucas. No rush at all. Um, but I just with my kids, I'm kind of shocked that I can say I have two college graduates. Like I remember walking them to elementary school. Like what happened? You know, it's crazy how fast things go. I mean, sometimes I know that sometimes when you're in the moment, it seems like it's taking forever. Especially when you're their age, it just seems like, gosh, am I ever going to graduate? Is this ever going to be over? And then like it just you blink and it's gone. Like, my gosh, where did it go? But yes, Terry, the tabletop is a Moda Grunge fabric. It is, so I have a black card table, and then Mr. Wizard purchased a piece of fiberboard, OSB, whatever you want to call it. And then we stapled the fabric to it. I don't have any batting in between the wood and the fabric. I don't have any, but I probably should have put some there. When I was doing it, I thought initially, no, I don't need the extra like spongy. I wanted it to be nice and hard. But now, like the fabric keeps stretching because it gets the the heats and shrinks. And I did pre-wash it before we used it too, so I pre-washed it so it would shrink for me. But the heat, it shrinks and expands, and so I'm thinking if the batting had been underneath it, it would have kept it a little bit tighter. But you live and learn. So if you're going to do this on your own, I recommend using the batting. It does seem to actually help. So, all right, let's draw these, and then we can start sewing. We're probably going to run a little bit late than normal. Usually we end our stream at 12:30, but I do want to finish this assembly up. Not the whole block. I was hoping we were going to get the whole block done, but it doesn't look like it. But we will at least get this ear assembly done. Excuse me, so that when we come back, we can put the whole thing together and start on the next one. We'll be back with this project again in August. I mentioned it on when I was on Katie's channel and again on Sean's channel, but here on this channel, we don't work on the same thing 2 weeks in a row. I get bored very easily and I get discouraged very easily because we are not doing a lot of progress on things. So I like to I've learned over the years, because I used to do that. Like I used to come in every week and we'd work on the same project and we'd finish one project and then we'd move on to the next one. And what I found was that I lost interest probably faster than the audience did, but I lost interest in things, and that's how I ended up with so many WIPs and UFOs. So what I've learned is that if I have a lot of projects going, and I think right now we actually don't have that many. I thought we had more than we do, but we actually have only about 6 projects going right now in a constant, sorry, 5 projects. We have 5 projects going in a constant rotation right now. And I found that by doing that, by having these projects in a rotation and coming back to them and not necessarily getting to everything every month, and it kind of, one, it keeps people more engaged, it keeps things more interesting, but it also keeps my interest as well, which is, really what it's about. And so it does take us a long time to finish up projects because we are constantly rotating them out. Projects like this, if you guys were working on them at home, you could probably get them done in a lot of our projects. You can get done in a weekend or 2 weekends for sure. But uh, but the but I take longer to get things done. So all right, so let's change up this foot again. And I just put the other one away. Okay. So we're going to be doing a snowball effect here, so we're basically the same that we were doing with heart projects and things. We're cutting off these corners with some blocks, some background blocks to give ourselves a nice angle. So there's one. Hi, baby girl. But so next week we won't have a live stream because I'm going to be out of town, unfortunately. We will come back on Tuesday for our mystery project. That is a project that we have been working on off and on camera for a while, and I have done a little bit off camera also. It is a project that is a gift for someone close to me who watches my channel, and it's a very, very specific design. So I'm trying to keep it a surprise for them as long as I can. So that's why I am not revealing the name of the pattern. A couple of you know what it is because you've reached out to me and asked, or guessed at it. But you're sworn to secrecy. Those of you who do know. And so we're going to come back to that one. It's looking really well. It was slightly intimidating at first, but I'm doing much better with it now. Well, for next year, think about the FPP project. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Terry. Yeah. No, I'm already trying to plan out what we're going to be doing next year. I realize it's only July of this year, but that's just kind of the way things go with a channel like this. And that's kind of where the FPP project would come to into play, would be next year anyway. Or late this year. We're going to be working on a handful of Block of the Month programs. I've got, 3 of them right now. Yeah, I've got 3 of them that I've signed up for. So we've got those as well. So, we've got, we are not without projects on the channel, that is for sure. And some of it is going to end up not being channel projects. It'll just be kind of stuff that I work on in the background when I'm in here. Because I kind of make a little bit of a commitment with a channel project in that I will only work on it on the channel. on live streams so that you guys can keep up with the progress in case you want to work on it with me as well. Um, and then I have other projects that I work on, not many, but a couple of projects here and there that I sprinkle in that I just work on when I want to come in here and do something that's not channel related. Sometimes I have a slow weekend or a day off of work, and I just kind of want to come in here and kind of play around. So I have those projects for those time frames. I have purchased a couple of project kits from eBay just in the last week. They're small kits, nothing too crazy fancy. I think they're table runners and wall hangings. I think I have 3 of them right now. Hey, baby. Those may or may not be a project on the channel. I may just end up doing those as a whip or UFO kind of type of thing for myself. We'll have to wait and see. That's actually why I bought them, was I bought them as a project for myself. One of them actually turned out to be more complicated than I thought it was. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Sorry if I'm missing chat. So many projects, so little time. Yeah, Terry, I agree with you. Yeah, and I try not to take on too much at a time because then I just kind of get myself overwhelmed. Try not to take on too much. But you guys know this yourself. Being in the hobby, you always end up having way too many projects on your own. She's sitting there. Yeah, she's still sitting there. I can hear her. She's over here huffing at me. Oh my. Must have been humid in here. I'll have to figure out a way to hold that back. That one might have to get put away because that one's starting to fold. Alright. Just putting on what's the tech? Is this a snowball technique? Is that what this is, or square and square or something? I forget what the technique is called for this, but basically taking the small square pieces and making the end corners pieces there. Sylvia, hello. I am so sorry. I didn't even see you pop in. I apologize. I'm so sorry. She says, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. You as well. Again, I truly apologize for not seeing you pop in earlier. Joyce says, I need to get the lead out of my rear. She says, I have all the time in the world, but I just can't seem to make time for these projects. It's too funny. The lead out of my rear. It's funny. I like that one. That one's fun. All right. Okay. Here we go. And then just sew on the E's. Draw some corner to corners. Sounds like Mr. Wizard has come inside for lunch. My husband, Mr. Wizard, I call him Mr. Wizard. That's not actually his name, but he works on model cars. He's been working on some projects. He did finish up something recently. You'll have to forgive me. I don't remember what it was. Usually I try to show them to you guys on the channel here when he finishes them, although he really hasn't been finishing anything lately, or at least not um, anything that's really been, no cars lately. He's been doing some action figures and kind of got burned out with cars for a little bit, so he kind of switched over and he's been doing airplanes, which seemed to take a little bit longer. And then he did an action figure the other day and something else. I be quiet. So he hasn't been doing any cars recently. So that's why we really haven't shown any on the channel. Ivy, quiet. Hey, I said quiet. That's not quiet. That's not quiet. Okay. I don't think I actually needed to draw all 8 of these, but we'll see. 8 buckets of dirt at 88 degrees here. Oh my goodness, Sandra, my goodness. Hi, Chloe. Good morning. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so these go on this side. Let's try and do them all the same way, D, here. Come on. Try and see if we can get these all done here. But yeah, it sounds like he's taking a break and eating lunch. Can hear the TV going in the living room. After our live stream here today, I'm going to need to start packing not only for my trip, because I'm going out of town, but also for my class that I'm going to be doing next week. It's next week, Saturday morning, so I'm really not going to have any time unless I do it during the week, which is really difficult for me sometimes. I'm not really going to have any time between now and next Saturday, because I'm going to be out of town. Not next Saturday, 2 Saturdays from now. No, next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday, because I come back on Sunday. 2 Saturdays. Not next Saturday, because I'm going to be out of town. The Saturday after that. I'm going to be taking a class on applique. I told you guys about it earlier today, but I need to pack my other machine. I won't be taking the baby with me. This one. I will be taking my other brother with me. My other brother already sits in a case, but I did buy a new case for it that has wheels. So then that way it's a little bit easier for me to move around. Okay, so now I need to sew it on the other side. Sew the other side. So I need to pack that. It is already packed. Like I have a lot of it already packed up. I just have to transfer it to a different case. And part of me is actually kind of hoping that it'll be easy to do. But there's a handful of materials that I need to bring with me. So I'm going to need to collect those up. I'm 99% sure I have most of it, and then whatever I don't have, I'll need to order to make sure that I have by Saturday. The class is on the 27th, so I'm excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it. this is the same, and if you guys have been a long time follower of the channel, then you'll remember way back when, a handful of years ago now, probably 3 years ago now, I signed up for a quilt retreat that was being hosted by my local quilt store. This is that same local quilt store. I have not gone back to any of their retreats. They're still doing them. I just haven't gone back to them lately. I didn't. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I made some new friends. Um, but I didn't get out of it what I wanted to, and because of the cost of it, I really have not signed up for another one. But the classes, I'm hoping the classes are going to be helpful. So let me press one of these open so you guys can see what it looks like. And then when we come back, we'll have to trim them all up and get them going. So just make sure that I have these correct. Yep. Yep. Okay. So we'll open this one. And open this one. And open this one. Marisa's got to go. Have a great rest of your day, week, and week ahead for everyone. Thank you, Danny. See you on Tuesday. No problem, Marie. It will be next Tuesday. So all next week I'm gone. It'll be the next Tuesday after that. So yeah, I'm really excited. Saturday 1, 2, or 3. LOL. I know, right? Yeah. I think Bailey's mom needs to carry a bucket or two. Well, Bailey made the hole, didn't she? I think she should be the one that cleans up. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so 2 weeks. So no live streams at all next week or next weekend. And then that next Monday, whatever day that is, we will have a members only stream on the Monday, and then we'll have a subscriber stream on Tuesday. So here is what the ears look like. You kind of see the ear there. So I think, yeah, so this ear gets attached to this piece here on an angle. So it's like, hang on, let me show you. I might be able to try to fudge this. There's that. And then this one goes like this. So it goes. Nope. This way. This way. Yes. Quiet. Let me show you guys kind of what this is going to look like. Kind of. Quiet. And then this piece goes over here like this. Just a second here, folks. I'm trying to put this block together so you guys can kind of see what it's going to look like. When we come back, we'll put it together in August. So this way you guys can kind of see what we got going on here. You can kind of see that that's kind of what it looks like. I mean, obviously it's a little, rough, no pun intended. But that is what the ear and the face will look like. And then, of course, we'll have another ear on the side. But that's what the smoky block will look like. Rough. Yeah, exactly. Rough. Yeah. So there's not a lot of contrast between the ear and the face. I mean, there is some if you're like looking at it from here, but there's not a lot, from a standpoint. I'd be quiet. But yeah, so that is what it will look like once we come back. I'm just going to pull these pins out so I don't confuse myself. There we go. Later on. Grab this piece here. This piece here. These here. Okay, so we have three of the sub-assemblies done. We have to do one more sub-assembly, which is that ear. We have to put those ears together for the side of the face. We have to attach it to the side of the face. And then we will be able to start moving forward with the rest of the blocks. So it's really exciting. Put all these back in here. Trying to keep everything organized here. There we go. That goes in here. The remaining components that we have, so the remaining cut pieces that we have, are not for these blocks. They're for other blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them back into the bin because all of our cut pieces have been put together. It's just, yep. So these can go back in the bin to be used for the next project. Okay. All right, friends. Well, that is it for today. That is our Puppies project. For now, we will come back to it in a couple weeks, probably towards the end of August. Are you going to get the storm heading your way, or will it miss you? Brad, I am not aware of a storm. I would have to look at the radar to tell you for sure. I don't know. I know that we did get some rain yesterday, and I heard rumbles or murmurs of rain today, but I'm not sure if it's going to miss me or not. I'm sorry. Hopefully it doesn't rain for our whole trip. I'm hoping. No problem. Yeah, thank you. So that is all we've got for today, folks. As I've mentioned again, and I will mention it, 3-4 times now, I am out of town starting tomorrow through the whole week. I am returning on Sunday of next week, and then we will have a members-only stream that Monday, and then we will be back on Tuesday. So I will see you guys, and then we'll have another Sunday stream that coming Sunday. So here, let me give you some dates so that you actually have some dates here. Hold on. So I am out until the 20th. I come back on the 20th. We will have a members only stream on the 21st. We will have the next live stream on the 22nd. So a week from Tuesday. And then I have my class on the 26th. And then I will be back again on the 27th for a Sunday live stream where I'll tell you guys all about my class on Saturday. And I will show you what we are making. And then whatever I did not finish on the 26th, I will put into the rotation either for August or September. So that way we can finish it. But I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully it goes really well. We'll have to see how things go. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, I'm really happy with our progress so far. I kind of was hoping that we would have gotten the whole block done today. But since this is the first time I'm ever doing an Elizabeth Hartman project, I don't really know the timing on things. And, I always kind of go off on tangents and get distracted anyway. So it's fine the way it is. And that's why we don't really set timelines or time frames for when we finish our projects. We just kind of finish them when we finish them. So if you guys need to get a hold of me for any reason whatsoever, you can email me. My email address is always in the description of every box of every video. So make sure you check that out. You can also try and reach me on Facebook. If you guys are not a member of our Facebook group, please make sure you go over there and join. That is where I do a lot of my communications. I do a lot of my communications there. I need to do more of them on the community page here, and I just need to get better at it. So Instagram, we do have an Instagram account, but if I'm being honest, I never use it. So Facebook is really the best place. But if you do exclamation point FB in chat, it'll give you a link to our Facebook group. Or again, there's a link in the description box below if you're watching this as a replay. Thank you again to all of our new subscribers, all of our new members. Thank you again to everyone here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you can, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Anyway, make sure you stay tuned to our Facebook group because I do have a couple of surprises planned for next week. Left to wait and see. And there may or may not be an impromptu live stream next week for a very short time. Something I have something in the works or in mind for something. So make sure that you guys have your notifications bell on for the channel so that you are notified the second I go live. Because sometimes, because I do put previews on the channel for all of our scheduled things. But every once in a while, I like to pop something weird in there. So make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Misty, yes, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I truly hope you had a good time and that you'll be back soon. And it was truly great meeting you. And Vimo was great meeting her as well. And everybody else that I've met over the last couple of days. I can't wait to get to know you guys better and spend more time with you. All right, I will see you guys again all really, really soon. Where is my mouse now? Hang on. It's over here. There it is. I will see you guys all again very, very soon. Say hello. Say goodbye, puppies. Can you say goodbye? Come here. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.